Girl, you're a better woman than I am. Do you know how many times I've fucking left stores without realizing? And I like get to my car and realize that I took a whole fucking 24 roll of paper towels and I'm like, fucking, like throw it right in the trunk. It's happened to me like randomly, different times throughout my life. I figure it's fucking paper, right? Grows on fucking trees anyways. But I've never stolen Peruvian daffodils. Oh my God, you crack me up. You are so funny. They probably wouldn't even have noticed, but you did the right thing. You went back in. I can't say the same for myself. I've literally like fucking, whatever. Like if they don't, the rule is if they don't catch you walking out the door or in the parking lot, they can't do anything about it. Usually, if it's not over a certain amount, like number one, you can be stealing TVs and shit. Like your face will be on the fucking news. Like, I know I try to be really careful because around here, you fucking get your picture on Facebook. Like, the police will post your fucking picture. Oh my God, it's like terrible. When you get arrested in this town, everybody knows about it. Everybody. Oh my God, girl, I gotta show you. Well, I need to tell you the story first before I show you the article because you'll think I was full of shit if I didn't tell you the story first. But remind me to tell you when I got arrested. And I'm gonna show you the article they wrote about me in the paper. Oh my God, the only time I ever got arrested over the stupidest shit. Um, I got arrested at Dunkin' Donuts in the drive-thru. David was with me. This was 3 summers ago, 2 summers ago. I can't even remember, but it was so annoying. Um, I actually hurt myself. I don't know if I hurt myself getting into the car with my hands behind my back. Because I didn't realize that the seats in the back of the cop car are like fucking hard as a rock. Or if I fucking hurt myself like slamming the fucking jail cell door with my foot a million times because they wouldn't let me fucking have a phone call. Um, oh my God. I ended up actually having to go to physical therapy for 7 months. I don't know, it could have been completely unrelated, but like a week after I got arrested, I hurt myself really bad. I was watering flowers outside and I bent down to grab my watering can. Um, I actually rotated my pelvis. Both my SI joints came out of their fucking sockets, and my lower lumbar spine was sprained or strained. I can't remember what it was. I had to basically learn how to walk all over again, and it came out of nowhere. Um, had to pick me up off the floor. I was screaming in pain. I couldn't move. My right leg was locked up behind me. I couldn't move it. Like I was in such bad spasm for so long. My God, I wanted to fucking sue the fucking shit out of the police department, but no one would take my case. So, no one would take my case because I didn't get out of my car when they told me to. So, because I wouldn't get out of my car, um, they said that I basically didn't have a case because the cops tell you to get out of the car, you get out of the car, but you know, I didn't. So I sat in the car for like 20 fucking minutes. I rolled the fucking window up on the cop's arm. I was like, well, he grabbed me through my window. Like he literally grabbed me with both hands. Um, Grabbed me right through my fucking window and I just a reflex went to go shut the window and it was an accident. All right, I'm going to read you the article. Hold on. Okay, so it says woman is accused of blocking Dunkin' drive-through lane. Police said a woman is facing a disorderly conduct charge after she threw an empty cup at a Dunkin' Donuts worker at the drive-through window and then refused to leave because the worker who had given her her cup would not shake her coffee for her. Okay, remember that. That's what they said. I wouldn't leave because she wouldn't shake my coffee. No, I wouldn't leave because she didn't give me my fucking receipt. She didn't give me the fucking lid to my cup or my straw. And she didn't give me two orange juices that I paid for. Yeah, 2 orange juices, the lid, the straw, and my receipt, okay? She might as well have had my fucking debit card behind the fucking window. Okay, officers were called to the shop at 10:35 a.m. Tuesday with reports that a woman had just thrown something back through the window and was refusing to leave. What I did was I tossed the cup that I had to ask for because they wouldn't shake my coffee for me. I had to do it myself. So I asked for a cup. She didn't want to give me a cup. And then she was like, you have to pay for it. So I was like, okay, no problem. So I paid like 39 cents for a plastic cup. I mixed my drink and went to go give her back the fucking cup. And this big Jamaican bitch in the background was like, don't you take that cup back from her. So I tossed it up on the counter and it fucking was lightweight. It was a plastic cup. Dude, there was nothing in it. Nothing. I used it to like mix my own drink. And it bounced off the window counter onto the floor behind the girl. Okay, so finish listening to this. Where was I? Let's see. Just thrown something back through the window and was refusing to leave. Yeah. Okay. Police said officers arrived to find Tiffany, 31, of sitting in her car blocking the drive-through lane. Said the officers observed several workers walking in and out of the store in an effort to serve other customers, which they did. They didn't want to fucking give me my shit, and they didn't want to give me my receipt back, and I wasn't fucking moving. I was like, fuck no, you're going to give me what I paid for because I already paid for my order. I paid for 2 orange juices that I still haven't gotten. I'm not going fucking nowhere. So yes, they brought all the orders out behind me and handed everybody else their shit instead of just giving me my shit so I could drive away. Um Hand to the Bible. Hand to the Bible, girlfriend. I would fucking tell you if I was lying, I had it all on my fucking dash cam and my son was recording the whole thing. So this is no word of a lie. Um, where was I? Okay, let's see. Oh my God, I'm high, so I totally lost my place. Okay, sitting in her car blocking the drive-through lane. He said that, okay, they were walking out to serve other customers. Workers told the police that had pulled up and placed an order that included coffee and donuts, asking the worker to also shake the coffee for her. God forbid, you don't want a fucking mouthful of sugar at the bottom of your cup, right? The worker instead offered her a cup for an extra 25 cents. No, it was like 39 cents, not 25 cents, for her to do it herself. The police took the receipts as evidence. Well, shit, I'm glad they did. I didn't even notice I was in there till now. This was 2 years ago. I never did get my receipt, and they never gave me my receipt either. Pulled up to the window and shook it herself with an extra cup and then threw the cup at the worker, according to Lacey, grazing his leg. Grazing his leg. You would think I fucking shot a bullet through the window. The cup was mostly empty, he said, and there was no threat of injury. But mind you, when they called the police, she told them that I threw a hot coffee at her. Okay? The interaction was captured on video, according to police reports. Yeah, my video. They didn't have a fucking video. Officers spoke, they're such liars. Oh my God, it's so horrible. Officers spoke with who told them she is a customer there every day and has always had them shake her coffee. She also indicated that she had ordered and paid for an orange juice, not 2, because I was buying for not 2 orange juices, just 1. Okay. I know what I fucking ordered, but thanks. And that was not provided. According to the police report, the police said the order was not on the receipt. Well, shit, I wouldn't fucking know because they never gave it to me. Was charged and released on a promise to appear for arraignment in Division District Court. So, this is what happened. I fucking roll up to the speaker and I've got with me. Okay, so it was like 4 or 5 months. Kukla. So it was like 4 or 5 months after I got arrested July 18th. I get a phone call. The kids wanted donuts and orange juice. So I'm like, all right, no problem. I love them. I would do anything for them.
He sure as fuck isn't slicing his wrists like M. Your daughter.
So I'm like, all right. So I grab, we jump in the car. I grab and I ordered a large iced caramel macchiato with 5 sugars, light, with milk, with whole milk. So I'm sitting there trying to order, and I asked the lady, I was like, do you mind shaking it for me? Because every time I fucking get one, I always have a fucking inch of sugar sitting at the bottom of the fucking cup. So never had a problem ever before asking them to shake my coffee for me. So the lady's like, sorry, we can't do that. And I was like, I was like laughing, like I thought she was kidding. And she's like, no, we really can't shake your coffee for you. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I come here all the time. And then she's like, sorry, ma'am. And I hear this fucking lady yelling in the background. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to pull up to the window, I said, because I have people behind me. So I pull up to the window, I give her my debit card, and I'm like, are you serious? You can't just shake my coffee for me? Like, I told her, I'm like, I'm not a secret shopper. Like, she said it was against corporate rules to shake a layered beverage. So because it was a macchiato, it's got the coffee, the milk, and then the whipped cream you put on top, right? So it's hot as fucking balls. It's middle of July. Um, as smart as my kid. Oh my God. Am I fucking stupid? Holy shit, girl. I just had the wrong burner on. I fucking just turned on the wrong burner on my stove. Holy shit, I'm gonna have a fucking grease fire. Oh my God, I put the wrong burner on. I cannot deal with my life. I am so fucking baked. I don't even mean like literally. I mean, my brain is fucking not normal. God, I'm trying to make soup. Good thing I just noticed that. I had my oil on. I made fried chicken last night and I left the oil here. And in my big huge thing, my wok or whatever the fuck you call it. What an idiot I am. Good thing I just fucking looked. Oh my God, I could have burned the fucking kitchen down. Okay, so I said to the lady, I'm like, fine. I was like, if you can't shake it, can you just give me a cup? I'll mix it myself. So she's like, yeah. So then this big Jamaican bitch behind her, she's like, she's gonna have to pay for that. I'm like, okay, no problem. I said it right from jump. I was like, no problem. I already had this gut feeling like, so I'm like, no problem. Any other day, I would have bitched about the cup, like having to pay for it. But don't ask. This day, I was like, no problem. I just wanted to shake my fucking coffee, go bring the kids their donuts, and go home. Like, I had shit I wanted to do. So she fucking makes me pay for the cup. I pay for the cup, and I mix my drink. Okay, so she kept the lid and the straw in her hand because she took it off for me, right? So it wasn't the girl at the window that was the problem. So it was the woman behind her who was the manager. Her name was Jackie. She's such a fucking bitch. Anyhow, actually, she just had a fucking heart attack. I think it was like a couple months ago. My mom told me. I was like, oh, damn, really? And then, like, a month later, I seen her at McDonald's. I was behind her and she's fucking ordering out the whole fucking place. I'm like, eat another fucking cheeseburger, bitch. So, anyways, um, where was I? Okay. So I mix my fucking thing, right? I go to give her the cut back. Now, mind you, I've got the donuts in the car. I've got the donuts. I got half a dozen donuts and 2 orange juices that I was still waiting for. I wasn't even thinking about them at this point. I just was like trying to shake my coffee. I was going to grab the orange juices and be on my way. And then, So I go to give her back the cup, and the girl behind her, the Jamaican bitch, she's like, "Don't you dare take that cup back from her." I was like, "What?" So I'm like, this is bullshit. So I took the fucking cup and I tossed it up on the counter. Did I give a shit if it landed on its fucking bottom? No, not at all. I did not care at all. I was like, not even, didn't even care about it. It was a empty plastic cup, right? After a customer service rep is going to tell you they're not taking it back. Are you fucking kidding me? Take the fucking cup because there's no garbage outside anymore. They had taken it away, right? There's nowhere to put this cup. So, oh my God. So, like, people are such assholes. So, I give, I throw the freaking thing up onto the counter, right? It bounces off the counter, falls on the floor. This big fucking black bitch comes flying out of fucking the background. She's like, "Did you just throw that cup at her?" And I was like, "No." I'm like, "I need my receipt. I need my lid, my straw, and the two orange juices that I ordered." I said, "This is crazy." I asked for the manager. They said the manager wasn't there. What does she do? She fucking slams the window shut in my face. And she's yelling at me from the other side for me to leave. I'm like, no, I'm not going anywhere. So I put my car in park. I'm like chilling. I had mad people behind me, but I'm like, fuck that. People are yelling at me. They were calling me a bitch. One person drove away screaming, "You fucking bitch." And I'm like, wow, dude, like if this was you, I'm pretty sure like you would understand. But hey, be on your way. Have a great day. So it is sitting there recording all of this. I didn't even know. Okay. I have a dash cam in my car, so I've all recorded audio, video, everything. Okay. So she slams the fucking window. Next thing you know, she's like screaming. So I look through, I open my window, I roll my window down a little bit because I was like, fuck it, I'll roll my window up. You roll your window up. I'm not going fucking nowhere. So she tells me she's calling the cops if I don't leave, yada yada yada. And I said, "You owe me the goods that I purchased." First of all, I said, "I have not gotten the orange juices back from you. I haven't gotten my lid, haven't gotten my receipt, don't have my straw." I said, "I have a coffee in my console here with no lid on it." I said, "I need my stuff. I'm not going anywhere until I do." Okay. So this fucking paper writes that I wouldn't move because they wouldn't shake my coffee. Are you fucking kidding me? So what happened? Okay. Next thing you know, they're walking people's orders out to them, apologizing to them, like acting like it's me and I just won't move or something. And I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me." Like it was the Twilight Zone 2.0. Next thing you know, fucking cops come fucking blaring down there's like 5 fucking cop cars, hey? They sent out like the whole fucking squad on me. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God. So the cop comes up to my car. He's like standing in front. He's like, "Can you just pull over into the parking spot over there?" And I'm like, I said, "First, I need my receipt. I need my two orange juices, and I need my lid and my straw." I said, "I'm not going anywhere until I get what I paid for." So he's like, "I'll get it for you. Just pull over to the side." So I'm like, "Fine, what the fuck ever." So I pull off to the side into the parking spot. The guy comes up to my car and he's like, "Ma'am, please step out of the car." And I said, "Excuse me?" I said, "I never removed myself from my vehicle. I never got out of my car. I did not do anything to this person." He said, "Ma'am, she just told me that you threw a coffee at her." And I said, "Excuse me?" I said, "Absolutely not." So I told him the whole story. She's still telling me to get out of my car. I said, "I'm not leaving my son in the car." I said, "No." So I don't trust the cops here. They beat the shit out of a war veteran and killed him and got away with it. I just don't trust them. So and my dad always said he would never be a cop here because they're just too crooked. So anyways, he's always told me like,
Don't let them in your house. Don't. Like, he's just very overprotective when it comes to.
so anyways, um I'm like call Pop. So I'm like, now I'm getting nervous because the guy was like, you need to step out of the car, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, call Pop. So it's calling my dad and it's going straight to voicemail. It was 11 o'clock in the afternoon, straight to voicemail. This never happens. So my dad's not picking up. So I'm like, fuck, I really don't want to bother my mom at work, right? So I'm like, call Nana. So calls my mom, and all I hear is, he just got on a plane to California or Texas. No, it was Texas. Yeah. He just got on a plane to Texas. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh my God. So I told I'm like, tell her what's going on, please. So I'm talking to the cop. He's like questioning me about everything, telling me he's got it on camera, he's got it on video, blah, 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 blah. I was like, you don't have anything on video. Mind you, I never told him that I had a dash cam. I never told him my kid was recording. I kept it to myself. Smartest thing I ever did. So fucking, I'm like, listen, I said, I need to call my godfather. I said, I'm not getting out of this vehicle until I get in touch with something. Like, I was fucking serious as a heart attack. I wasn't getting out of the fucking car for them, at least until somebody knew what was going on. So they're like, well, what do you need to call your godfather for? Who's your godfather? So then the sergeant came over and he's like, oh, Tiffany, hey, hey, because we live in a really small town. And when I was a little girl, I knew some of these cops, you know? So anyhow, um, I said, I need to call my uncle. I said, I do not feel comfortable getting out of my vehicle right now. I said, I don't like the way this officer is handling things. And he fucking, the guy that was standing there, his name was, I'll never fucking forget him. He was such a fucking asshole. He was short too, like little man syndrome. Like, go fuck yourself, dude. So, um, he comes, tries to reach through my fucking window, grab me by my shoulders. I was like, fuck no. So I went and I put my window up, but I have automatic windows. So I go to put my window up, like it was a knee-jerk reaction. I click the window and it goes flying up and the guy's like, oh, she's trying to take my arm off. And I'm like, oh my God, this is a disaster. So I was like, listen, I said, do not put your hands on me. I said, this is inappropriate. This is why I'm not getting out of my car. I was fucking pissed. So, but I'm thinking, fuck, I'm fucked. Like, my dad is not even in this state right now. I had no idea he wasn't there, but I knew that my godfather would be there, right? So the sergeant, his name was, he's like, Tiffany, trust me, just get out of the car. We're not gonna let anything happen. Your son's gonna be fine, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, listen, it's not about my son being fine. I said, I am not getting out of my vehicle and leaving my son in the car. I do not trust any of you. And I told him straight up I didn't trust him. And I said, I need to call my uncle. So he goes, Tiffany, I promise you, I promise you. And I should have fucking listened to my gut. So I get out of the car. He makes me stand in the front of my car for like fucking 20 minutes. So I'm standing outside my car, right? And it's fucking blistering heat. The fucking twerp cop comes out from Dunkin' Donuts. He had gone in really quick or whatever. He comes out and he's like, Tiffany, can you step to the front of the building, please? And I'm like, "Ugh, are you fucking kidding me? I knew I was getting arrested. So I'm like, wow. So I start walking, like, right? Because I'm doing what he's telling me to do. I knew I was fucked. And I start walking. I turn back around because my gut instinct was to do what he told me to do, right? Because I have been defying them for like a half hour at this point. I'm like such a fucking princess, right? Sitting in my car. And I go, I can't. I cannot even when I think about this story. And then I go to turn around and I'm like, I was like, call your father. Because at this point,
He had just started seeing his dad again.
and I knew his dad would come. So I said, I need to make sure my son has a ride out of here. I said, he is not to get in the car with any of you. I don't trust any of you. I said, I do not, um, I will not leave this parking lot until I know my son is taken care of. Do you know they not give a fuck? So my son's sitting in the car all by himself. I got arrested. They fucking cuffed me so fucking tight, right? I tell him I've got a brain injury and a spinal cord injury. I said, can you at least cuff me in the front? I said, I'm just asking. I have a lot of issues neurologically and I have a brain herniation. I said, I really can't have my hands behind my back like that for a long time. It'll strain my neck, whatever. He's like, well, you should have thought about that before you decided to throw coffee at the worker. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So he cuffs me, everything. I get in the car. They don't even help me in the car. Like, it's so annoying. And I'm fucking boiling mad, right? So, cops trying to talk to me on the way there. I said, do not talk to me. I said, I want an attorney. I said, I'm not speaking to you. So he's all rip shit, right? He's like, you're fucking being a dick. So I get in the place. I've got my Rihanna fucking Fenty slides on. They have the ribbon, they're like silk. And he's like, remove your shoes, please. And I'm like, I don't have socks on. Like, all I have is flip flops on my feet. He's like, take off your shoes. So I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? So I take off my shoes, give him my fucking shoes. He goes to take my mugshot. I'm like, so I was like, would, I said, tell me, I said, would they shake your coffee if you asked them to shake your coffee? I'm pretty sure they would. And he's like, I like mine stirred. What did he say? Yeah, stirred, not shaken. And I was like, ew, you're such a loser. Like, he was such a dickhead. So he goes to take my mugshot, and I smiled for my picture. He goes, take that smile off your face. The judge doesn't like that. So I'm like, what the fuck? This motherfucker is going to tell me not to smile? I was like, you're taking my picture, aren't you? So I fucking busted his balls so bad. Anyways, they let me out without having to pay any bond or anything like that. And I went to court and it got expunged immediately and completely got let go with prejudice, which means they can never bring it up again. Um, I can never be held against me. And I paid like $200 to the library fund or something like that. And they took it right off my record. But the whole thing is, the fucking newspaper wrote this article about me. I called the newspaper. They came to my house the very next day. They took the article off online, but it had already been printed like the very night it happened. So the news guy's telling me, he's like, yeah, it is boring, girl. It is boring. Yes, they wrote an article about me. I was fucking rip shit. I'm like, wow, it's not even for anything good. This makes me look like a psychopath. Like, they wouldn't move because they wouldn't shake my coffee. That's not what fucking happened. So the guy is sitting at my table and he's like, well, I have to be honest. He's like, Chief wanted me to put a lot of stuff in there. He said that you tried to take off the officer's arm with your window. He's like, but I told him that I couldn't put that in there because you weren't charged with assaulting an officer. And I was like, oh my God. So I'm thinking, are you fucking serious, dude? Like, so anyways, it was a complete production. It was so fucked up. You think I'd get arrested for something good? No, you got arrested over a fucking $2 coffee. That just my luck. Just my luck. And yeah, they have nothing to fucking do here. It's like all drug addicts and all rich people. Like, that's it. It's horrible. Horrible.